Myself, Anurag. I am part of the HR team at Angel One. I currently lead the people tech, analytics, and engagement.
My name is Ashish. I head HR for the business here, assisted business here at Angel One.
I've been here with Angel One for about 3.5 years. I manage the HR business partnering and the talent acquisition function for tech product data teams, the direct business, that is the B2C business, also the shared services, and AMCs.
I'm Srinigam. I'm part of the people tech team here at Angel One.
So me and my team basically take care of all the applications starting from hire till retire. Along with that, we produce a lot of insights across the entire employee life cycle so as to ensure that entire HR is data driven and provide more of a strategic inputs. As of today, around we have 2,500 odd employees who are currently using PeopleCues for the entire performance cycle, which is for our mid-year along with the annual cycle. We have also rolled out 360-degree module for around 400 people managers. So that was a big success for us. From the time we signed up the contract till the time go live, I think it hardly took us a week or two at max for us to go live because we were running behind the timelines and PeopleCues basically scaled up in terms of going live. It was in April of 2024 when we went live with the objective module. PeopleCues helped us in terms of transforming the culture, moving from a goal-based approach towards the objective modules. So that's when PeopleCues expert trainers came in and they helped us understand how the entire philosophy basically gets changed. And from platform integrations to go live was really good and much more faster as compared to any other platform.
PeopleCues platform also has helped us scale leadership coaching more effectively with clear data on where teams or individuals are and where they need support. We are able to guide them more precisely, whether it's through targeted interventions or nudges that reinforce good leadership practices.
The business is transforming from being quite central to an hyper-local business. It was changing from being a service-oriented business to an assisted business. Now, the strategy was put in place and how we actually enabled every employee to be part of the strategy and how we executed the plan was the first piece. And that's where we did the goal setting and ensured everybody was there. When you're actually going through a business transformation, I think the most critical part of it is, do you have the capabilities and skills to do that? And that's where some of these assessments and how we went through this goal settings, the talent exercises we suddenly realized there was a need to scale up some of our capabilities from that perspective. This was an example for us in how we actually the platform helped us getting view to all of these information first and actually taking decisions in how we would scale the capabilities that led to business outcomes.
See, there were processes which we internally changed as a part of the continuous improvement. Along with that, PeopleCues helped us in terms of faster completions. So overall, I'll say in a way, we were able to save at least 2 weeks of time in terms of completing the performance cycle from start till end. Earlier, we were able to, the entire cycle was for around 2 months odd. This time we were able to complete within 45 days.
PeopleCues has significantly enhanced the objectivity by providing a centralized data-rich view of performance, reviews, goals, and the 360-degree feedback. It enables our calibration discussions to be driven by concrete information rather than subjective opinions, fostering fairer and more consistent outcomes.
When you're going through a performance cycle, you had quite a bit of support systems you needed for it. HR itself needed support system. We need analysts, we need people to collate data, bring it together, actually bring it into some of these calibration discussions and all. Today, we don't need any of these. We've got most of it in the tool. I think the leaders are more comfortable. Earlier, it was on Excel sheets and PPTs. Today, the leaders are even more comfortable going onto a platform. Earlier, leaders really were not comfortable. Today, because they can see all of it during the calibration discussions and pre-post all of it, I think this has actually simplified the process from HR standpoint. So data is now there, feedback is there. So it has actually reduced quite a bit. And I think it's made us, the turnaround to close a performance cycle has come down. I would say earlier was 4 to 6 weeks. Today we can close it within 2 and 4 weeks. So I think that's where we've seen the benefit of the whole process. The timelines have actually shortened quite a bit.
Some of the key metrics that I would want to highlight is 100% goal creation. Okay, that was a big challenge for us. Nudging all the employees to basically create their goals. One of the key success that I would call out is almost 98% of people were able to complete their self-reviews on time. That was a critical part for us to basically on the part of performance evaluation process. Another important part was that we were able to launch 360-degree, okay, as a feedback module in parallel with the performance cycle for almost around 400 odd managers. In that, interesting part was that we were able to generate almost 8 to 9 feedback feedbacks for each managers, okay, who has gone through that particular cycle. That was a key win. Otherwise, it required a lot of push from our side to basically please give feedback, please complete feedback. But the system self-intuitiveness to basically nudge the participants to complete the feedback, that was really good. So almost 3,300 feedbacks were generated specifically for these 400 employees. So those were the key wins.
There's just too many different parameters that comes in. Sometimes if you try and, we always link performance back to business outcomes. And that's the discussion you always have with your business leaders. I can't go back and say performance and talk up to the business and use that as a metric to measure outcomes. We actually go and measure it based on business outcomes. So I think clarity around performance has been quite good now. What are my key deliverables? How is it linked back to from a top-down standpoint? So we've got a strategy, we've got a plan from at the top, and how do we link it down? That's the first piece.
Angel One values are about trust, collaboration, customer centricity, innovation, think big, and speed. So all of these values clearly resonated the way we worked with PeopleCues. They helped us get things moving very quickly, also making sure it is meaningful while collaborating. And I think things like AI and all of that made it more innovative.
One thing that I like about PeopleCues is the constant reminders that we get from the platform. Usually we set a goal at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, the goal might change strategically, the targets might change. The constant reminders for us to do a check-in brings us back to the platform where we can go and edit the goals as well.
I think I like what is the AI piece that has come in is when they start writing their reviews and feedbacks, the AI piece sorts of try and articulates and gives them a clear view of how they want to really present the feedback. And I think that's the first step for them to actually build feedback and give feedback. To me, that's actually helped a lot of managers feeling a lot more confident about, hey, you know what, this is probably how I will position my conversation. While we've got a lot of sessions and training sessions that we do with them to tell them how to do it, but articulating that is where I say the first piece of the written piece that comes in.
In my 15 years of experience of working with various different tech platforms, one thing which basically stood apart for PeopleCues was not only the product, along with that, the expertise which they bring in, followed by the customer services, okay, in terms of working and understanding with us. So that is something which we really value. See, platform will continuously to evolve. Today, this platform is good, tomorrow another platform will come, and the platform evolution will constantly happen. But how do you approach your client is what basically differentiate from a vendor A to a vendor B. That thing is what PeopleCues basically made an impact, a lot of impact. So you can basically call any one of the product managers to basically assess, okay, what's the philosophy behind this particular feature. They are more than willing to immediately jump on a call. And we have a live Slack channel where each inquiry gets quickly answered. I have not seen this particular practice being done by any other vendors. We are working with almost 16 different vendors. It takes us a lot of time for us to reach out to them and figure it out what needs to be done. Whereas with PeopleCues, it's an instantaneous. We as a company, we are pivoting it much faster. The new features are going live. We do an experimentation and we keep on moving. And we keep on constantly giving a feedback to them, and they are the first one to basically say, okay, this is what is going to work and this is the timeline. If they have committed a timeline, I can comfortably sleep. At the end of the day, okay, they will be basically making sure that it is going live.
Being part of the product team for People Technologies here, I get to engage with a lot of stakeholders internally. We get inputs from multiple people internally, and we have to come up with a consolidated frame of requirements. My experience with the product team and the customer support team of PeopleCues has been very good, I would say. We almost have continuous catch-up calls whenever we are about to launch something. We have tons of discussions, tons of disagreements and all. And I also like the way that we almost kind of play devil's advocate role as well in terms of evaluating things. They have been very good in terms of recommending or suggesting things which are not probably being practiced at anywhere else, but probably something that is coming up from their experience, or probably something that is coming from the kind of standards that they have seen across other industries or other companies in the global market over there. We have been able to pull up a lot of good practices and adapt them to Angel One here as well. So I would really see it as a plus point.
With PeopleCues, I think the conversations were very good when we started at how agile they were. Customer empathy of understanding what we needed. Everybody have their requirements, and I think everyone wants to do things differently because they want to achieve different business outcomes. We are an org that grows at 50% every year, and it's very different from somebody who grows at 10, 15. Our needs are very different, keeps changing. So I think from that perspective, I would give PeopleCues a 9 because our partners managed to listen to us, actually work to what we need and actually delivered it.
For us, the ability to work with PeopleCues, the way they helped customize things the way we needed, everything we wanted like now. And I think PeopleCues was very understanding to get things done for us the way we wanted and very, very quickly. So I really think the ability to have it launched and get moving and have the support Hence, I think it is a 9.
If PeopleCues team basically disappeared tomorrow, that would be the worst nightmare for me, because to run the way we are currently running the performance cycle with a lot of ease in terms of, for an employee, the ease would be that I create my goals very easily, right? And for a manager, the ease is to basically, can I approve or can I give feedback? Can I do a quick check-in? That ease part is completely going to go away. We had the platform, we struggled on very immensely on that, but that ease of basically running that entire part, the ease of operations, the ease of giving the feedbacks, so that part I'm going to miss a lot.